Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and our boy Ren is back. Not with Money Game, but with Money Ties. That's the name of this joint. Song, music video that just dropped today. Now, I've been sending my prayers up and energy and all the, to see him, bounce back because, the Lyme's disease is kicking in. I saw something on Instagram where he's talking about he even lost vision in one of his eyes at some point. I'm like, bruh. So he's bouncing back, so that's good. He's always in good spirits. He always uses this humor to kind of, it's like his armor. It can tell that helps him. And he uses this kind of quirky humor, to keep him moving. And I'm glad to see it, man. So he dropped this, which is crazy because he's in the middle of going through like a health crisis, is what I would say. And he released this for you guys. So I'm here to cover it. You know how we do over here. And I'm excited. This is a Ren Money Ties. If you guys are here for this, like, share, comment, subscribe. Let's get it started.
40-year-old boys are back in town. 40. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old boys are back in town. The boys are back in town. 40-year-old FUQ Boys podcast. Malt liquor for your ears. 40.
All right, you guys, let's get this logo down, pull the video up. Don't forget, support the original content on the channel. I'm a hip-hop artist, so I do put out music videos. Also, I have another channel, Pegasus vs. the World. I'll link that in the description. But over there, I take on challenges, comedy, trending topics, and some travel. So if you want to help support me over there at that channel, it'd be lovely. Also, we got our 40-year-old FUQ Boys channel, Moving and Shaking. That'll be in the description as well. All the music and the music reactions happen right here on this channel. If you want access to the reactions early, or there's a really big back catalog of reactions there too. So you get all that with our membership. There's a link in the description for that as well. Never any obligation. Just thank you guys for the supports, the likes, comments, subscribes. And big shout out to our members who are down with us at that level because it means a lot. Now, let's get into this. This is Ren, Money Ties, and this intro is crazy. I'm not sure who's reading it. Like, it'd be kind of wild if it was like his sister or something, but this is really impeccable. I really like this intro. This is like the type of, I don't know if this is going to be singing, rap, or whatever, but I'm telling you guys, I like these type of intros in like hip-hop where there's this like messaging that's deep, and it just sounds classy, and it goes with the flow of the actual track. But let's see what they're saying here, and let's go. Ren, Money Ties.
Godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we cannot take anything out of the world. But if we have food and clothing, with these we will be content. But those who desire to be rich fall into temptation, into a snare, into many senseless and harmful desires that plunge people into ruin and destruction. For the love of money is a root of all kinds of evils. It is through this craving that some have wandered away from the path and pierced themselves with the many pangs of greed.
Money makes the world go round. Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound or the dollar. False prophet, preach profit and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bitter pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but judiciary are whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well you die with a grin. Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, with the means of the money. You start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Brent. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mum and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the life.
Yo, this is crazy. I don't even think he's going to drop a hook in here. He's just going in. He's spitting some real here. You know, I'm going to go back and because I want to capitalize or highlight some of the lyrics. He said the real bank robbers or something like that. He was saying some really dope stuff at the beginning. And this, I'm getting goosebumps because I contemplate these things all the time, you guys. I am an American, right? Capitalist, whatever you want to call it in a sense. And I gravitate to wanting to be wealthy, right? Create some type of legacy. But at the same time, I'm balanced where I'm generous and I don't want to see people hurting or starving. And, and so I call it abundance mindset. But there's something crazy he said in this that is really real as you're chasing these things, because what we need is food, clothing, shelter, love, right? These are the things that a human, you could just have an amazing life. Food, clothing, shelter, love, right? Fine. And that's again, my goal. But having, material possessions, I'm not focused on that. But having nicer things is also, it's hard. This song already challenges me and my way of thinking, right? Because, I've been chasing, let's say, the almighty dollar since very young, right? And he said a lot of things that are real, like the temptation that comes when you do start getting money, when you're chasing it. Also, the temptation to sacrifice your personal beliefs, your principles, your ideals just to make a dollar, right? And it's wild because I could go on about, this is really good. Like, this has me thinking at another level. And I like this because it's challenging my personal thinking, you guys. Some of you guys might be right on the Ren train, just like, dude, da-da-da-da. I will keep it real. I'm trying to get this money, man. That's just me. I've always been that way. I've been this way for a long time. But the thing is, I'm not like I'm not a cutthroat person. I've never clawed my way to the top. I'm not doing all this stabbing people in the back to get where I am. I just work hard. I would like some wealth, and I'd like to leave something for my family. I'd like to retire at some point. I don't need to own an island or anything, just a nice place to live, be able to support my family. But I would like to generate some type of wealth and give back, right? Because with wealth comes a lot of power. Anyways, I am going on a tangent because this is how much it's making me think. But let's get the intro's fire. Let's get into the lyrics just a little bit before we, Hold on.
Makes money, makes money,
With the many pangs of greed.
money makes money, makes money, makes the world go round.
Yep.
Money makes a pure man lawless, proud. Money makes a man's verb consummate the noun. Cause an action to a thing is inspired by the pound.
The way he flipped conjugate the noun and then goes into this pound is crazy. I like that type of bar work.
The dollar falls profit, preach profit, and we follow. When the scholar teach dishonor, that's a bit the pill to swallow. The biggest bank robber are the banks and the politicians, but
The biggest bank robbers are the banks and the politicians. And he's not lying there. And this is the problem I have. So capitalism, which people give it a bad rap, but capitalism is when free markets compete and a winner arises. A lot of innovation comes from that. I believe in that. But what I've seen happen with capitalism is some of the winners start trying to rig the game at the top. So they just keep winning out of greed. And that's what F's up capitalism. I think there's a lot of good that comes from capitalism personally, but what he's saying is not wrong. People get to these high positions and greed takes over, and then you get the BS we have today. Like, you see it within the sugar industry. You see it within the pharmaceutical industry, the healthcare industry in America. It's really bad. The healthcare industry in America is crazy. Politics in America is crazy. But, I'm just giving you guys my thoughts because I know I might be different than you and see certain things a little differently. But at the same time, I think the end goal is always the same, like peace and prosperity and happiness, Like that's what we all want. I might have a different route to that or see it a little differently, but at the end of the day, most human beings want peace, prosperity, love,
Judiciary of whores, what a shock. When we lose sight of live and let live, forget your soul is made much richer by the love that you give. If you're living just to make a living, that's all that is. And when you're lying, slowly dying, well, you die with a grin. Now digging up the root of evil, money too like a blade. You can slice across the jugular or carve and create. But when the money ain't the means, but the means is the money, you start to compromise ideals for dollars, morals get bloody. Now let me tell you a little story about a boy named Bren. Born March 1990 in the Celtic Welsh ends. We didn't have much, but mom and dad, they made enough to put hot meals on the table, fill our bellies full of love. A little sister fell into the picture. Oh my God, we loved her, made our family richer. Then we both got older, world a little colder. Life, it had a way of chipping away at that shoulder. I held her and I told her, hierarchy, status exists. Sometimes the purity of youth gets snatched, leaving you stripped. You'll learn that love is not enough, it's not a world for a kid. So toughen up and buckle up, because it's bumpy as shit. And there'll be those who take advantage of the light in your soul. And there'll be times you feel the cup you're filling leaking with holes. And that dark can get much darker, we all must grow old. But listen up, my little sister, hold these words to your close. Keep that kind heart kind, humankind are in need. Never ever let this world make you bitter like me. Because this world needs love, and love it leaks from you, see. Sis, this world needs light, and you're the brightest I see. I see your wings have feather more than ever. Mine were torn by my oppressor. Sickness scorn me, but whatever. By your side we fly together. Give me flight when I could never. A releasing of the pressure, and the pressure makes a diamond. I will shine with you forever. Fuck greed, fuck depression, fuck bullies, fuck the jealous. Fuck every man who made you feel less than a treasure. And fuck a world that makes us feel small. Fuck the forces that divide us. Now's the time to stand tall, because money makes the world go round. Money makes the sick boy sicker somehow. Money gets a man mug punched in his mouth. Money run the gang, thug, drug money, plow. Money makes open case close. Money bend love, make war, make goals. Money gives a poor man hope. Money saves lives, takes lives, money both. Money isn't, money's just that. Money's just a concept, people are trying. Tax up the poor man, feed up the fire. Money's just cash. Take money, take money, take money, take. Fake money, fake money, fake money, fake. Money ties, money ties, money ties, ayy. Money lies, money lies, money lies, ayy.
Damn. No people, no profit. See how he spelt profit? Yeah, that's deep. The part that really gets me, the part that really got me with that was the part about he's talking to his sister and he's talking about being jaded. He's like, don't let this world do that to you. That's how I feel with my kids. I'm not going to lie. I'm bitter. I was bitter, jaded. I'm not as bitter now, but I was very bitter about the way my rap career went, because I had been trying to I wanted to be, I wanted to really take my rap career to a certain level, and it didn't happen. And, even touring, I had to become a tour manager to go on tour and rap, right? So I had to be the tour manager, run, managing the bus, schedule, everything just to go on tour to be a rapper. And all that jaded me, because I would see like the homies headlining and I'd be like, damn, they just chill. Like they're the headliner, they're getting all the money, all the this, all the that. And I was like, I was always kind of bitter and jaded about the way my career went. That's just the truth. Fast forward to now, I'm way less bitter and jaded, and a lot of the things I experienced and learned created the person you see in front of you today on YouTube, which has been a blessing for me, right? But that's the one thing as I raise my children is I kind of want to protect them. I don't want to be overprotective, but to protect them from the nonsense, right? I don't want ever someone's words to be the result of them being less confident, less self-esteem, bitter, jaded. I do my best to really try to build them up. And he said some deep I don't know, the part about him just talking to his sister like that really kind of got me. I wanted to bring this up too, actually, because I started glancing at this earlier today, but I didn't read the whole thing, and I thought it was interesting. Here it is. It says money ties with Ren. Oh no, this is something else. Hold on. He posted something. Oh, I thought I saw him post something. The Ren fans who subscribe to the channel. He posted. Oh, this part, this one. Yeah. Okay. Little background information on today's song. During the very stressful legal situation with Cujo, I started playing 4D chess. I was contacted by a very talented producer via Instagram DMs called Nays, who had seen my post on the Cujo legal back and forth and proceeded to tell me he'd gone through a very similar thing years previous with none other than Cujo himself and had nearly led to him quitting music. The cogs in my brain started whirling and a light bulb went off. At the time, I was in the process of conceptualizing the beatdown track and thought it would be poetic, karmic irony if Nays produced it. But ultimately, I decided to produce it myself because it was symbolically important that the whole track came entirely. Anyways, he starts going in here. He starts talking about, so this thing with Cujo really affected him, his mental health, and now he's dealing with physical health ailments. And in this, I read a bunch of different stuff. I'm pulling this up so anyone who has not seen this post on his channel can go read and get the depth. But there were parts in here that I wanted to highlight. Money is a great idea. It makes a hell of a lot more sense than trade and barter systems that came before it. But the systems which house it isn't great and needs fundamental changes, primarily changing the hierarchy of decision making, which puts the collective betterment of our species before profit, which there's a lot of truth to that. And this is just like a really deep thing. Also, if I remember correctly, it seemed like he's letting go of the energy and the drama with Cujo to move forward. And he's kind of like wishing I remember him saying something like, I wish this would have ended amicable or something like that. But, long story short, seems like he's letting go of that and even wishing him well. There's just a lot there, man. I haven't seen a new Ren song or music video in a while other than Cujo Beatdown. So that's crazy. So I'm excited that it's funny because I forgot that I have something else going on right now, but this is more important right now. I'll get to that. I had an alarm set and I was like, oh, his song just dropped. I got to react to it. Anyways, it's all good. I'm all over the place with this one because it makes me think, and this is currently where I am at in my life, right? I'm trying to pursue having an abundant life, not having to worry about every little bill and all these things. And with that, comes money. And like he said, there's something real there because I struggle with chasing the almighty dollar and then missing my kids growing up, right? Because if you live for the money, Anyways, I really enjoy Ren's point of view. I really enjoyed that song, from the vocals, from the raps to the light singing he did to it. There's just a lot there. Anyways, you guys tap it in the comments. Let me know what I got, what I missed, where are you guys at, and I hope you're doing well. Send your prayers up for Ren. Much love, brother, man. I hope you start feeling a little bit better, and I hope there's some answers for you out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ.